Okay, about jacks. Just gonna show it on this 4 panel, but 4 panel, 5 panel, the principles are the same. How I do them, at least. In the other thread, we were talking about heel toe, right? The heel toe will be like this, but actually, me for jacks, I don't do them like that. I prefer to have like full bounce. I feel I have way more control when I'm bouncing like this when I'm doing the jacks. So for bouncing, of course, having like a bouncy shoe helps, but it's not only the shoe what's important. It's also the leg, like not having like a stiff leg, but like a springy leg. So for that, like you need to flex your knees a little bit, and then when you have the flexed knee, you kind of have like a more springy leg, right? And then I put my weight on the heel, and just with the heel and the springy leg, I'm just thinking about bouncing. And if you're thinking about bouncing, you're not thinking about like raising and lowering, right? So because you shouldn't like do this, you should just bounce. And like a bounce is just like a very tiny movement, actually, right? You're lifting, but just a tiny bit, because you're thinking about bouncing, not about lifting and hitting. Bouncing. And for the upper ones, it's the same. Of course, I don't go like all the way with my heel there. That's very uncomfortable. What I do is still thinking with my heels, still thinking about bouncing, still thinking about a flat feet, a flat foot. I just bounce on the metal, and because my foot is flat, then naturally I'm also hitting the upper ones with my toes, but I'm just bouncing there on the metal. So bouncing here for lower ones on the panel, and for upper ones doing exactly the same, but bouncing on the metal and then hitting with my toes on the panel. And again, not racing, but bouncing. That's the important part.